more than words can say.
Yo everybody, you know what time it is? It's your boy Shady, one and only, guys, and today we are back again. We are very back. Today, guys, we are gonna check investigating secrets of Armenia. Okay, the secrets of Armenia. So without saying too much, guys, you're gonna get this one started. Guys, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so excited. When I went to Armenia, you guys collectively stole my heart. So without saying too much, guys, yes, let's delve deeper into this. Okay, but before we start, smash like, subscribe, give him some love, and make sure you share this video to your neighbor. Okay, tell your neighbor, it's Shady Shae. Let's do this. Okay, Armenia.Travel, I subscribe, I like, and let's check out the video. That was my view in the plane. That was my view.
Have you ever been to a country based solely on the advice of your neighbor?
Not really.
I did. I took a chance. And here I am on a plane.
No, me, I solely went to Armenia based on the advice of my subscribers. So you guys said to me to go, and that's why I went. Okay, and like, I never ever saw myself going to Armenia before. I never thought about it. Not until you guys were like, Shady, you must come. And I was like, let's go.
And biblical Ararat greets me from the window. I was flying to discover one of the most unique and absolutely unknown countries to me. Armenia. Like all tourists, I was in a hurry to seek adventures. After throwing my things into my hotel room, which, by the way, was located in the Republic Square, the heart of the capital, I ran out into the streets, eagerly wanting to explore Armenia.
Wow.
But I was stopped in my tracks by a bucket of cold water on a hot, sunny day in...
He went on Varava. Yo, I'm going to be around this year, Varava. Okay, I'm going to experience it as well. So, say nothing.
Yerevan. Vartavar. A word that I will never forget.
I need a drone.
The holiday of pouring water on each other. Strange? Yeah, but it's just so much fun.
I need a drone.
I immediately realized that I could not get out of today dry, and decided to really embrace the essence of fun.
Run!
Describe with words how pleasant it is to run around with a bucket of water as a hunter for prey, and to water people on the streets. In just half an hour, I had a bunch of new Armenian friends, which I knew I would see again and again during my trip.
You know what, yeah? When I went to Armenia, yeah, the amount of friends that I made in that short time, like the amount of friends I made, I was like, yo, you make friends so easily here, yeah? So many, bro.
Yerevan did not fail to amaze me on the very first day of my arrival. Trying to dry off, I suddenly noticed in the distance a cluster of people completely dry. And not only dry, but also beautifully dressed. Coming closer, I almost cried out in surprise when one of my favorite Hollywood directors, Darren Aronofsky, walked along the red carpet. It was the grand opening of the 15th annual Golden Apricot Film Festival, the biggest of its kind in the region.
Amazing. Golden Apricot. Okay.
Unfortunately, not being able to join the film festival in wet clothes, I decided to delve into the world of Armenian cinema another way.
Okay.
And went to the house museum of one of the most famous Armenian filmmakers, Sergei Barajanov.
Wait, is this free to tour or do I have to pay to tour this? I mean, I don't mind paying, to be honest, but what's the access? Is it open to the public as well? Like, this looks, he said it already, fairy tale-y.
It was magical. For the first time in my life, I really regretted not knowing the old languages and the secrets they held on the origins of world philosophy. A huge number of old books and manuscripts that were in the library of the Matanadaran can definitely be called a treasure. Not only for the nation, but of all humankind.
You know what I feel, yeah? I feel like if I go to this Matanadaran, yeah? Like, when I go in there, you know all those movies where someone goes to a place and then sees a scroll and then his eyes opens and then he sees visions of himself and then he gets into a new dimension. I feel that's what's gonna happen to me.
After all that spiritual food, my stomach started to grumble with hunger.
Spiritual food, yeah?
So, heading out to a nearby restaurant,
Yeah.
I was suddenly surrounded by a cheerful crowd,
black
which
people.
carried me into the depths of the streets.
Wait, is that black people there? I saw a black leg, like mine.
So, heading out to
It's leggings.
I was suddenly surrounded by a cheerful crowd, which carried me into the depths of the streets. I found myself at the epicenter of yet another festival. Cheerful Armenians lured me from all sides and offered me glasses of wine.
Oh, wine days. Wait, how did you go from Vardavar to wine days? Isn't it meant to be wine days to Vardavar? Did this guy time travel? Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, ooh! Why did I miss this wine days, bruv? Nah, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
That was it. I was totally intoxicated by both the wine and by the country itself.
And yet they're underrated. Very.
And naturally, it was, and still is to this day, the center of Armenian winemaking.
Yo, what's gonna take me here?
At the mouth of the mysterious labyrinth, I began to notice the markings made by archaeologists. Half buried in the ground, one could see a large number of clay jugs dug into the earth, dating back to the 4th millennium BC. Which means they're almost 1,000 years older than the pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Huh?
Everything clearly indicated the existence of winemaking in ancient times. Armenians still use clay jugs for preparing wine, and the skill of making these jugs has not been lost with time.
Okay, when Noah landed on the Ararat, he made wine, got drunk. That's when his son, Shem, went and saw his dad naked. Makes a lot of sense now. Makes a lot of sense now. And then Ham and Japhet came with a cloth, with like a piece of cloth, and covered him. Makes so much sense. From the time of the floods, that's when they've been making wines. Aha! He started with Noah.
In this
Maybe I'm crazy.
is especially developed, and I, naturally, did not miss the opportunity to get acquainted with one of the masters and personally see the process of creation.
This is something I really want to try. Nah, this is gonna be too much
I
fun.
was especially surprised and interested in the painting of the clay jugs. Later, the master explained to me that the history of the characters painted on the jugs goes back to prehistoric times, and that
Okay.
all these symbols can be seen in rock paintings not far from the local Sunik Mountains. The road to the Armenian mountains was now waiting for me. In life, one might feel a hostage station. I crossed the difficult terrain as quick as I could to reach my final goal and gaze upon the art of the Stone Age. And here I stood at an altitude of 3,300 meters above sea level.
Incredible.
Here, there are more than 2,000 carvings. Among them, one could see images of already tamed and domesticated animals, like bulls and herds of goats. Many of them depict hunting scenes. I was looking at and touching something that was created by the hand of a man living in the 4th millennium BC. Hour by hour, I noticed how my perception was changing, not only about Armenia, but about the entire world. I became more silent and thoughtful, trying not to miss something important. And if not for my thoughtfulness and silence, I would have not noticed yet another Armenian riddle. Descending from the mountain, in a direction not clear to me, I suddenly saw them.
The Armenian Stonehenge. Or
Huge stones, lined up in a row, towering alone and waiting for an unknown destiny.
Incredible.
Then, I learned that the complex is known as Karahuj, and is about 7,500 years old.
The way they just keep calling years and years. Do you want to know what baffles me? Is that this city is really very old, but yet very underrated. Like one of the oldest cities, yet like the tourism is like really low. Like how does that make sense, bro? Like why can't people... Anyway, I love history, so here we are.
2,000 years older than Stonehenge.
Older than Stonehenge?
After reading on the internet a lot of unique facts and comparisons with Stonehenge, I could personally say one thing. This is a place of power. Standing in the middle of the complex, I felt an inexplicable surge of energy. Gaining strength, I continued my journey. I have already accepted Armenia with its centuries-old mysterious history, and with its nature, its people who love their country so much, and their uncomparable mountains, which seem to merge into one. I had the impression that nature's...
I just had to pause this. Like, look at this. Imagine you're there live, watching it, seeing it, smelling the air, feeling the aura, the awesomeness of the whole thing, and observing the magnificent, spectacular beauty of this thing, bruv.
Simply decided to experiment in Armenia.
What's this?
And at every step created unimaginably unique forms. I reached the Symphony of Stones and just couldn't comprehend. How is this possible? To be honest, standing in front of the rocks and looking up, I became dizzy. I was suffocating in amazement. I heard sounds of music. And at some point, I was confused. I thought, maybe the altitude was getting to me. Maybe I was overwhelmed and was starting to hallucinate. I'm not one to panic, so I decided to calm down, take a deep breath, and just realize the moment.
I hope I'm not missing it. Is that like the duduk?
But the music continued. Having listened, I realized that the rocks had nothing to do with it. The melody came from far away, from a neighboring village. I, like a lunatic, mechanically began to move in the direction of the music. And finally, I found its source. The music was coming from the Armenian duduk. This instrument is striking in its simplicity, and at the same time, with a rich and deep sound. The local duduk master helped me to figure out how, and what it was made of. As it turned out, everything was simple. The wood of the duduk comes from the apricot tree, with a few holes added to play the different notes.
It's like a recorder.
But there is one secret, the Armenian soul,
Yeah,
which merges with the duduk and sings the many stories of Armenia.
Wow, he has so many duduks.
In general, the Armenian soul is also very versatile. Armenians are not only hospitable and brave, but also deeply spiritual.
I want to go to an Armenian church. Yeah, I definitely would like to go and experience it. Maybe I'll sit at the very back so I don't distract people.
Faith. Here is the greatest wealth of this nation. This is something that one cannot take away from them, nor kill in them. Being the first nation to adopt Christianity as its state religion in 301 AD, Armenians, with inherent diligence, not sparing themselves, built churches and temples for centuries to prove their sincere faith to God. I have never seen such a
Truly, from what I've seen, learned, heard, and known so far, Armenians and their faith cannot be separated. Like, you cannot separate them. It's like separating them is like taking them away from themselves, which is not possible. You can't take me away from me. So that's just basically how it is. I've noticed that.
The places where churches were erected were again chosen not by chance. They are places of power. I felt the same flow of energy when I was standing between the stones of Karahunj. One more thing surprised me in this nation. Being a deeply religious people, Armenians did not forget their pre-Christian history either. In Armenia, there is also the pagan temple of Garni, which was carefully restored after an earthquake in the 17th century, and is now one of the most valuable architectural structures in the world, and was even included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. I finally became convinced that everything in this country is harmonious. Even a piece of stone and a person can have a conversation.
See that work of art. When they say something is a work of art, that is what that was, bro. Like, absolutely. Like, did you see that? Like, it was just plain, just a slab. It was just like a slab. And suddenly, as if 3D printing was made on it.
Can have a conversation.
Wow.
Saying goodbye to the magician, I continued my way with a new purpose to go deeper into the history of Armenia. I even began to understand why neighboring nations were always trying to capture Armenia. There is something more valuable in this land than gold or diamonds. But I also realized that it was and always will be impossible to seize the land of Armenia. The Armenian people are too resistant, strong, like the mountains in this country, like the fortresses they built to protect their home. Even till now, after centuries, the walls of the Armenian fortresses are majestic. Even walking around the ruined walls, I can imagine the epic battles and fights they had seen. I wish I was a director, so I could film something here, in the style of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones.
Yes, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Maybe I'll do it one day.
Yeah, man. If you want to do it, yeah, I'm here, man. I'm gonna be your first cast.
Paradise, Lastiver. Till today, there are still no signs of civilization here.
What is this?
The next point of interest was a view of the monastery complex Tatev, but from the air. I was rolling along the longest...
I'm jealous. Like, I'm jealous. I am very jealous, okay? Like, not the kind of negative jealousy. Yeah, I almost said jealousity. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Yeah, I'm so jealous, yeah, because this is something that I would really love to experience. Like, when you see my face, yeah, you are just gonna be like, Shady, say nothing. It's fine. Your face says it all.
This ropeway in the world. Yeah, the world. What can I say? I know I'm repeating myself,
I'm so
but
excited,
I can't say
man.
anything other than how amazing, delightful, and beautiful everything was.
I can't wait to be in Armenia this weekend. I'm trying to go to Armenia.
All of them. No, It's better that I don't say what happened
My
to me.
blood's gonna be pumping.
Instead, I will just say that adrenaline is good for you.
Yo, what's this guy talking? This guy talking, where's his face, bruv? I wanna see your face, bruv. What are you hiding? I wanna see his face, no lie. Yeah, I mean, hearing the voice is not enough. I wanna see your face. Yo, this is gonna be
If someone
mad.
told me that I would do something that extreme in my life, I would have laughed and said,
So that's it.
nah, that's not for me. I would rather have a soft cushion, a terry robe, and a glass of wine. Armenian wine, of course.
I'm not sure I can do this though. I would like to though. But I'm not sure though. But I would like to though. Yo, this is scary, man. Yo, oh my days.
Without this video, no one would have ever believed me that I even stood close to that zip line.
Yo, you tell me, man, ziplined across that height.
Now you're ready, my guardian angel shouted. Yeah, I'm ready. I was ready for everything. But you can't imagine what I was ready for.
What are we ready for? Skydiving! Oh.
Yes, in Armenia, dreams do come true. I floated in the sky over Armenia like a real bird. From a bird's eye, Armenia is even more fascinating. It makes you fall in love with the country. It felt as if I saw the dark side of the...
I believe you, bro. I really believe you, bro. Bro, flying in the sky like that, bro. Even if 10 men are holding me up there, flying in the sky like this, free falling. Jesus Christ. Wow. 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 I mean, I'm being tempted to try it because that's me. I get tempted to try things that I shouldn't do. So that's, I'm like, wow. Whew. Maybe I'm gonna do it.
the moon.
Imagine the experience. Oh my God,
Finally,
this is
I saw the
fun.
veins and blood that nourished this land. Rivers, ponds, waterfalls, like diamonds adorned a temperamental woman. Armenia.
Like diamonds adorn a temperamental woman. Bruv, why do you have to be so poetic, huh? Huh?
Rivers, ponds, waterfalls, like diamonds adorned a temperamental woman. Armenia.
Songs of Solomon. Yo, look how transparent that water is, bruv. Take a deep dive in that. I can't swim, so I'm not gonna take a deep dive. I need oxygen. Ooh. Ooh.
I got to know the stone.
Incredible. Incredible, bruv. Improper credible. So, you know when, I mean like when maybe in London, you want to say something like you want to proper, like exaggerate something, you say proper. Oh, I say proper actually. Yeah, you say proper. Like it is real, like properly. So that is incredible. But incredible is not enough, It is improperly credible. So it's not improper, it's three, there are two dashes. Yeah, it's a triple barreled word.
The rocks flew with the Armenian wind, and now I wanted to flow with the Armenian water.
Ooh la la.
My friends simply spoiled me.
I wanna go fishing.
Believe me, it wasn't just the adrenaline speaking, but the delight of the fact that on our Earth, there is a place where you can feel everything. It In Armenia, you can again feel like a human, harmoniously merging with nature and with people and with yourself. The day was coming to its end, but not our journey. The guys decided.
See, this guy says something that's even better than the sea. Well, I don't know. I've never been, so I'm gonna find out.
This is the morning of my last day in Armenia. Friends continued to care for and take care of me, and offered me bread
Also fishing.
that carefully cultivates and prepares, and you will get the purest and most natural product you have ever tasted.
Lavash.
Time passed, and it was time for me to return. My farewell was the worst moment in the whole trip around Armenia. I wanted to keep enjoying this fantastic country, the people, freedom, and beauty just a little bit longer. But what could I do? Every good story has an end. I took the train and headed back to Yerevan. On the way, I thought a lot. I pondered and flipped through everything I saw and felt here several times.
Incredible. Absolutely. Absolutely. No words for this, mate. No words.
I realized that in just a few short days here, I had changed a lot. I began to treat people, nature, even myself more carefully. I wanted to go home and hug all my loved ones, my friends, my relatives, acquaintances, even strangers, and tell them how much I love them. And tell everyone how important are the simple things in life, and how we forget about them in our race for the illusion of happiness, when we have happiness right under our nose.
Tell them, bro.
I got to Yerevan at night. My plane flew off at dawn, but I did not want to waste time sleeping and decided to say goodbye to Armenia by walking the cozy and safe streets of the city at night. Maybe some will say that I've become too sentimental. But no, I just felt that I had lost a lot of time on the frivolous, and I'd forgotten to sincerely smile and wonder, rejoice and love. Thank you, Armenia. I love you, and I'm not saying goodbye.
Yo, this was amazing, man. Like, so amazing. Big up to the cinematographer, cameraman, well done. Mr. Drone Controller, you too, well done to you. Mr. Narrator, this guy, you didn't show your face. I'm joking. But still, I enjoyed this. Like, absolutely spectacular, wonderfully done. really, really nicely done. Like, you couldn't have done it better at all. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one. Like, I was just blown away. Usually I would never check out a video that's over like 20 minutes or so, but this was 33 minutes 27 seconds, and I was watching. I was like, I can't even stop. I can't even stop. I can't even cut it short. Bruv. Like, I enjoyed all of this. I was just so jealous, yeah, of all of them on the set. All of you guys on the set, I'm jealous of all of you, yeah. Okay, just know that now, yeah. Boy, better know. Hopefully this weekend I'm gonna be in Armenia. Yeah, I'm gonna do my one. All right, it's not a competition. Yeah, it's a love thing. It's a brotherly love thing. You guys have inspired me, like more inspired me. Oh my days. I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just so happy. I don't know why. I'm just so happy. Like, going back to Armenia, I'm just so happy. Like, I've never, okay, no, I should not say I've never. Usually before I went to Germany, I've never been to one country twice, but I went to Germany more than once. And now Armenia, I went one time, I'm going back again. I'm going back again. I said to my sister, I'm going to Armenia. She was like, huh? I said to my friend, I'm going back to Armenia. They were like, so soon? Bro, I can't help it, man. I just feel like there's just more I need to do there, and this time I'm going to stay longer as well. We're going to hopefully experience Vardavar and a few things around the city. So yes, guys, anyway, thank you very much for the love and support, guys. I'm going to catch you soon on the very next video, which should be tomorrow, because right now this video has calmed me down so much. No more energy to make any more reaction videos. Yeah, I want to just make vlogs, bruv, in Armenia. Alright, that's video for Shady only. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, give me some love, and share this video to someone. If you don't share this video to somebody, I'll just ask you again, please share this video to somebody. Thank you. Peace out.